The treaty can be changed without another referendum, and why haven't they sent you all a copy of this contract?
Okay, now Minister Micheal Martin,
why haven't they read it themselves?
That's it, Declan. Micheal Martin.
The treaty that he's been quoting from, and the version, of course, is the version that was supplied to him last year by the United Kingdom Independence Party, and £200,000 of which they've spent on supplying
one
you
voice
with
only. It's Micheal Martin's turn, Declan Ganley. It's Micheal Martin's turn.
And the United Kingdom Independence Party's influence in this debate does deserve to be discussed. It was not a personal comment on any one of the no campaigners, and you know that too, Joe. But it does deserve to be discussed here. Why is it that very extreme forces in Britain are taking such a proactive interventionist approach to this debate in Ireland? Because they want to undermine the European Union. They don't believe in it, just as they don't believe in the Good Friday Agreement. And in terms of the Commissioner that Declan has said, it's a legal fact that the current rules under the Nice Treaty take away our automatic right and entitlement to a Commissioner. It's only by a yes vote that you can guarantee an automatic right to a Commissioner. That is the legal facts of the situation.
All right, I want to get a listener or an audience question, please. Martin McGee, please.
Can I have your strongest single point for yes or no that may assist the floating voters to make up their minds?
Okay, Declan Ganley, thank you for joining us. Declan's leaving us as well. Joe Higgins, I'm going to give you the first opportunity.
Well, the question of more right-wing economic policies, I have gone into the undermining of workers' rights. I have gone into what we haven't had a chance, which is to discuss yet, which is a very powerful reason for me, is the huge intensification of militarisation and putting the armaments industry on a treaty basis for the first time in the European Union. When Minister Martin talks about others trying to influence here, one of the biggest influences pro-Lisbon is the European Union armaments industry. But that is the guilty secret that people like him like to keep under wraps. The fact is that 5 of the most powerful military states in the European Union account for 1/3 of the armament sales worldwide. They flog billions of euro worth of fighter aircraft and other horror weapons to countries like Saudi Arabia, for example. Vicious, repressive regimes, anti-worker, anti-human rights, anti-women. Now, for the first time, the European Defence Agency, whose task it is to promote defence and further development of armaments and to create a European armaments market, is given a solid basis in an EU treaty to ask the Irish people to endorse a trade in the
Joe,
weapons
I'm sorry,
of death.
I've only got 3
view,
minutes
is
left.
Disgusting.
I've got
that
3 minutes left, so I need a minute for each of the rest of the panelists. Marian Harkin, your minute, please.
To deal with 2 issues. First of all, he talked about neutrality. That is guaranteed to us. The Treaty of Lisbon does not prejudice Ireland's neutrality. And also, when we're talking about the European Defence Agency, again, it is guaranteed for us that it doesn't in any way impact on security or defence expenditure. And that is entirely up to member states. But let me tell you about the Europe I know. The Europe I know is a progressive Europe. Joe is talking about women's rights. It is the European Union that has ensured that we have equal pay for equal work, that we have women's rights. And the Charter of Fundamental Rights, the Charter of Fundamental Rights will guarantee rights for workers. It is the European Union that's brought in the rights for people with disabilities. And the Lisbon Treaty reinforces that. In Europe, we work by consensus. We need every friend we can get. And
Marian
if we
Harkin,
vote yes to Lisbon,
thank you. 1 minute for you, Patricia McKenna.
Okay. There is no doubt about it. There are pages and pages in this treaty that further militarise the European Union, whether you like it or not. The European Defence Agency was set up at the behest of the arms industry, and it's actually given the role within the treaty of assessing member states' military capabilities. And when you take into account that all member states, including Ireland, there's no opt-outs for us on this, that we have to progressively improve our military capabilities, it's the arms agencies that's going to decide what we're going to do. There is also a mutual defence clause in here and a solidarity clause, and no one is addressing those. And as I said, within the mutual defence clause and within the solidarity clause, it paves the way for many EU actions and no UN mandate. No UN mandate. This is the treaty. Excuse me, I'm quoting right from the treaty. It says that member states shall undertake to
Okay, that's your time, Patricia McKenna. I started this debate with a no voice, so I'm going to finish the debate with a yes voice. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Micheal Martin, you have the last minute.
Well, to respond to the question, the fundamental reason people should vote yes is to contribute to a stepping stone to Irish economic recovery. You don't have to take my word for it. 90% of employers who create jobs in this country say vote yes, and the majority of trade unionists say we should vote yes. And in addition to that, Europe has been the greatest force for peace on the European continent ever created. Don't ever forget that. Europe allocated €1 billion to Northern Ireland peace process in the 10 years up to 2006 through a variety of peace projects. Europe is the largest donor in the world to the third world. Europe plays a very positive role in conflict resolution across the globe. And the European Defence Agency, we're not obliged by the Lisbon Treaty to join the European Defence Agency. In fact, one of our guarantees says that you're not obliged to do it. But we want to be a part of it, and we will, in every particular project, it will have to go before Dail, and there will be it will be legislated for. Why do we want to do that? We had troops out in Chad, and we led a European force to protect over 300,000 internally displaced people as a result of conflict there.
Okay,
now, we want our troops well equipped.
Minister, we are out of time.
With the proper equipment and technology to discharge humanitarian projects.
Minister,
of that
we are out of time. I'm sorry, we have to finish. Thank you to all of you. I want to thank, on your behalf, all of the panellists who were with here this evening. From the yes side, Michael O'Leary, Marian Harkin and Minister Micheal Martin, and from the no side, Declan Ganley, Patricia McKenna and Joe Higgins.